Hello, you bastard. I heard there was a battle at the Moonstone Mosque. Is Melia... The shard is gone, and so is your agent. That is terrible news. The killer escaped. Was there anything you could do? There was nothing I could do. He was there, then gone again. Then it seems there is little more to be done. I can dispatch the many-starred cloaks to the Moonstone Mosque and Siren's home to look for clues. But as for what they can turn up, I do not know. It looks like justice has been denied this day. And why didn't you tell me about Melia? Keeping her identity a secret was not meant to harm you or her, but there were too many uncertainties in these deaths as it stood to risk it. I am sorry if you find that difficult to understand. Damn right I do. But it was my decision to make, not yours. Well, if I had known, maybe something could have been done. As I have said, it was my decision, and it was not my intention to put her at risk, only to save the lives of people in Black Lake. You're right. If there was a trail, I would ask you to track down this murderer, but without one, I fear we will have to bide our time. And another matter has recently been brought to our attention. It seems that we have an even larger problem within Neverwinter than we first thought. I hope we are not intruding. It seems Neverwinter is quite active of late. I said I would send for you later, after I am done here. My apologies, my Lord Nasher, but the conversation before was a bit brief, and I did not think it would be best for both our cities to wait any longer. Forgive my impatience. Ah, is this the harborman, the squire I have heard so much about? I am familiar with your exploits, and as exceptional as they are, I am certain we could spend most of the day discussing them. Are you sure you'd have time to discuss it in between meals? You will not speak to the ambassador in such a manner. In fact, I suggest you first listen before speaking again. You shut up, Lord Nasher, assholer. It is no matter, my Lord Nasher. I am frequently the brunt of such comments. It is an obvious comment to make. And appearances can be quite deceiving, as I am sure our harborman is well aware of, one I imagine many enemies have underestimated. This is Sydney Natal, our new ambassador from Luskan. She arrived earlier, and I had hoped to speak to you privately before the three of us met. Her associate is Kralver, I believe. Well met, sir. It is my Kralver is of no consequence. He is here to assist me, and silently. The news I bring concerns you, Lord Nasher, and I most of all, so it is fitting you have arrived. I had hoped to speak to you before leaving in any event. Are you planning to put me on trial again with another false accusation? No, in fact, far from it. There has been a miscommunication, so I have travelled from Luskan to straighten certain matters out. If they were left to rumor, gossip, or servants' appearances, they might be misconstrued. You have recently had trouble with those you believe affiliated with Luskan, when in fact they are not connected to or supported by us at all. And who are these people? There are 4 towers in Luskan, each ruled by a skilled mage, and we 4 work tirelessly to aid Luskan and its people. But there is a self-styled master of the 5th tower, who, as his title suggests, has overstepped his bounds. This mage is a man by the name of Garius. Black Garius, I believe, is yet another title he uses. Silly, really, but he really does believe he casts a longer shadow than he does. Nevertheless, he has been quite industrious as of late, almost as industrious as you, my dear harborman, but he is not affiliated with our city or its interests, unlike you and your long-standing ties to service in Neverwinter. Yeah, like burning down the City Watch headquarters. Sounds like this is a Luskan problem, which is usually how they start in the first place. Ambassador Natal informed me earlier that she believes Black Garius began the war with their island neighbor Ruathim. Yes, and it has served as a convenient means to distract Luskan from its real priorities. Regardless, Ruathim was an aggressor for quite some time, so action needed to be taken regardless. I believe the Lord's Alliance would have taken exception to that, as do I. I am certain they would have, my lord. But since Ruathim attacked us first, it is our responsibility to deal with their aggression, and quickly. You can expect little else from island barbarians, really. You see, Ruathim believed that Luskan had stolen a precious artifact from them, a book called the Tome of Iltkazar. A powerful artifact, and not only can its sudden disappearance lead two nations to war, but in the wrong hands it can be used to channel tremendous power. Okay, then how can we reclaim it? That is a matter we feel best left to Neverwinter. The matter is a domestic one, as it turns out. But that is not all that concerns us. We believe that Black Garius has made an alliance with someone known as the King of Shadows, a man or creature of whom we know very little. Garius was no doubt able to steal the Tome of Iltkazar with help from this ally, and use it to bolster his armies with golems awakened by the tome. So you came here to tell us of a golem army? No, unfortunately his ambitions do not end there. We have received word that he intends to perform a powerful ritual within the lands of Neverwinter, with knowledge he has stolen from the very King of Shadows he serves. I have heard of the loss of your local sage, Aldernon, but I suspect he is a part of this. What do you mean? I suspect he was kidnapped to provide the last of the missing pieces to the ritual, a ritual that will steal power from the King of Shadows and grant it to Garius. The exact powers granted are not known to me or my fellow mages, which is a further cause for concern. But I have told you all I know. Informative but useless, I believe, is how I would describe what you have brought. We felt it was not only our duty to clear up any ties you might believe exist between Luskan and this criminal, but also inform you of his whereabouts. He and his forces are in a ruined castle, Crossroad Keep, within Neverwinter lands. Normally Luskan would not hesitate to take action against such a criminal, but with the confusion that has already occurred, we felt it was best to advise Lord Nasher and you of the situation and allow you to do what you feel is best. Well, I find it very hard to believe that Garius could have done all this for so long in secret without the knowledge or support of the mages of Luskan. I am ashamed to admit this, but that is the truth of this matter, I'm afraid. Pardon me, but officially I have been asked to reassure you of that fact. Logically, it would be foolish for Luskan to spark a war on two fronts, and not only that, Kralver, enough! What happened at Ember was unfortunate, but Luskan would never condone such an action. You're lying. Yes, Chandra, they are lying. My dear girl, I would be careful with such words, lest you offend me. I have come in good faith, and you are in danger of throwing it back in my face. So, the Sea Ghost spies, the assassins, the destruction of Ember, you knew nothing, had no involvement with any of it. That is correct, and all you have is my word. As your squire of a squire, has indicated, that does not seem to be enough. The matter of Luskan and Ember is for me to decide. We both are aware of the threat this Black Garius represents. If Luskan is interested in peace and cooperation, it is for the good of Neverwinter to respect that intention. So only follow the law and justice when convenient, eh? That suits me fine. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Is this how you protect your own people, when it's convenient? Chandra, you have a lot to learn about life. Influence lost with Chandra, 4 points. Chandra Chero, the strength of Neverwinter comes from its citizens, and you have shown me that now. But listen to me, listen to me! There are greater threats to Neverwinter as we speak. What happened at Ember is unfortunate, but I believe the one responsible has been punished for that crime. If we carry the accusation further to Luskan, I do not believe it is warranted, and furthermore, I am the one who sets policy in this court. This is not about one man or one village. This is about Neverwinter, and it is about protecting what exists. Lord Nasher, I had a friend, Elaine, at Ember, who barely escaped, but so many others. I know, and I am sorry for their loss, but unless this Garius is stopped, I fear that another tragedy will occur, much greater than what occurred at Ember. Justice will come for those, in time, but not today. And I need you to accept it. We all have burdens to bear, and if they must be carried so that the people of Neverwinter may be safe, that is what must be done. Lord Nasher, Ambassador Natal, Crossroad Keep. I fear that... Silence, Kralver! Do not make me remind you again! Lord Nasher, forgive me, but Black Garius may have begun the ritual. Quick action is needed. I have done what I could to inform you of what we know. It is up to you to act if you wish. And Harborman, as further proof of my good faith and the good faith of Luskan, rest assured I will keep looking for information on this King of Shadows, and any proof I can bring that Luskan had no involvement with Ember. I imagine such proof will come in time. Chandra, so do I. Yes, girl, in fact, I know it will. Thank you three for hearing me. I realize these are difficult times for Neverwinter, and it was not my intention to bring another, but Luskan could not remain silent while this threat to its southern neighbor loomed. Farewell. I have already dispatched the many-starred cloaks and troops to Crossroad Keep, and I want you to go as well. Garius must be stopped. I want you to leave as soon as you are able to travel. Rescue Aldanon, and you are do everything in your power to stop this ritual Garius intends to perform. To do, Nasher. I'm on my way, my lord. This ritual sounds intriguing. Be careful at Crossroad Keep. If it is now Garius' stronghold, as the ambassador has said, it is likely well defended, not only with soldiers, but with magics as well. Yeah, most likely. Signy Natal, heavyset with unkempt hair and a frumpy dress, this Luskan mage still carries herself with a regal bearing, and while she doesn't return your gaze, you have a sense that she's very much aware of your look. What about his unfortunate assistant? Twitching with visible anxiety, this skinny man is perpetually fidgeting and looking over his shoulder. His clothes and face carry the dust of many days on the road. Poor guy. Whoa. Oh.
Everybody, follow me!
Yes?
Let's see, actually.
I hear you.
What do you want?
Guess they don't have anything to say. Naval, do you have anything to say to this? Yes, what is it? Farewell. We don't touch that quest. Anything related to that. What are you doing here? I asked you to travel to Crossroad Keep, and Chandra and Kelgar are having fun. Ew. Yeah, I'll be going now. Let's be going then. to the Crossroad Keep. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, did we?
Yes. I am listening.
No, we didn't rest yet. So let's do that next. Let's do it now. And shaving time. Yeah. Let's chat with
Something you need?
our friends a bit.
Huh? Like who? You mean aside from the fact
Still
that she's
fails.
What's going on?
Yeah, nothing for Nishka. What about Chandra? Yeah, she probably won't talk
Did I
to us
do
at all
something
soon with the influence drops.
All right. Go on and ask.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Is there something you need?
Yeah. Okay. Academy student is casting ice storm in the middle of the district. Arrest him! Or her, whichever. Academy bastard. You bloody bastard. Yeah, let's see, do we have... Well, we probably do have some new places on the map, I think. Crossroad Keep, right there. Let's visit the flagon before we head out there. I'm wondering if the Crossroad Keep will actually end this chapter. It would seem like a fitting end battle, so to speak. Let's see if Anka Dunker knows anything about the Crossroad Keep, or if he has anything to say. There you are. Done from all that traveling, finally. Are you okay? Yeah, nothing new there. What about questions? Nope, nothing there either. Okay. Did we empty these both? Yeah, we did. Okay, actually, let's make a save here, and we will leave it at that for now. Because I have a feeling the Crossroad Keep might be a bit bigger place. So when we come back, we'll head out there, see what happens, and if we can stop the ritual in time and save Aldanon, the idiot sage. So until next time.